Dim the lights. Tonight we're venturing into the shadowy corners of reality where the unexplained lurks. I'm Luke, and if you're here, you know the thrill of stories that make you question every creak and flicker in the dark. This channel is our digital campfire, a place to share chills and wonder about what lies beyond the ordinary. We're diving deep into three true tales that have baffled investigators and haunted witnesses for years. From a haunted London council house to a Tennessee farm tormented by an invisible force, to encounters with children whose eyes are pure black, prepare yourself. Three terrifying paranormal stories that will haunt your dreams. Our first stop, Enfield, North London in the late 1970s. Number 2, 84 Green Street, home to Peggy Hodgson and her 4 children. Life seemed normal until August 1977, when strange events began. A chest of drawers slid across the floor on its own. It seemed like a prank at first, but things quickly escalated. Loud, inexplicable knocking echoed through the house. Heavy furniture overturned. The activity centered on Janet, 11, and Margaret, 13. Their mother called the police, desperate for help. Officers witnessed a chair move unaided, unable to explain it. The media swarmed the house. Paranormal investigators Maurice Gross and Guy Lyon Playfair moved in, documenting the bizarre activity. Objects flew through the air, cold spots appeared. Janet was reportedly levitated and thrown from her bed. Then came the voice, a deep guttural sound from Janet. It claimed to be Bill Wilkins, a man who died in the house. The chilling voice was recorded. Skeptics pointed to Janet faking some phenomena, but the volume of events witnessed by police, journalists and researchers made it hard to dismiss. Could children orchestrate such chaos and fool so many? Playfair insisted something real and unexplainable was happening. The Enfield Poltergeist case remains a classic, messy, controversial and unsettling. Was it a true haunting or a hoax? For the Hodgsons, it was a relentless siege. Fear became their daily reality. Imagine never feeling safe in your own home. The psychological toll was immense, especially on the children. Green Street became a symbol of paranormal intrusion. The Enfield case is one of the most documented hauntings ever. Sometimes, the most terrifying things are those we can't explain. The Enfield Poltergeist still haunts the world of the unexplained. And for those who lived it, the terror was all too real. Now we travel to Adams, Tennessee, early 1800s, the Bell Witch haunting. The Bell family, led by John Bell Sr., were respected farmers until 1817, when their lives unraveled. It began with John spotting a strange animal in his cornfield, body of a dog, head of a rabbit. He shot, it vanished. Soon knocking and scraping sounds plagued their cabin. At first they blamed pranksters or animals, but the disturbances grew covers pulled off at night. Whispers in the dark, escalating to clear voices. The entity targeted John Bell and his daughter Betsy. Betsy was slapped, pinched, and left with bruises by an invisible force. The voice called itself Kate, supposedly the spirit of a wrong neighbor, Kate Batts. Kate argued, sang hymns, and revealed family secrets. Visitors experienced objects moving and disembodied voices. John Bell suffered seizures and was struck by unseen hands. Kate taunted him, vowing to end his life. The family endured a psychological and physical siege. Even Andrew Jackson, future president, visited. Legend says his wagon was stopped by the entity and his men fled in terror. Kate tormented Betsy's love life, breaking her engagement through relentless harassment. The haunting lasted years, with Kate predicting events and terrifying the community. In December 1820, John Bell died after Kate claimed to have poisoned him. The activity lessened, but the legend endured. Skeptics blame superstition or psychological stress, but the number of witnesses and intensity of events make it hard to dismiss. Was it a vengeful spirit, a powerful poltergeist, or something else? For the Bells, the terror was real, a nightmare in their isolated home. The Bell Witch story is a chilling reminder. Sometimes the most terrifying monsters are unseen. The legend persists, a cornerstone of American folklore. The Bell Witch still whispers from the shadows, daring us to explain the unexplainable. The Bell family's ordeal remains one of the most mysterious hauntings in history. The line between legend and reality blurs in Adams, Tennessee. The Bell Witch case endures because it taps into our deepest fears. What really happened on that farm, we may never know. The Bell Witch is a story that refuses to die. It's a haunting that still chills those who hear it. The Bell Witch's legacy is one of fear, fascination, and unanswered questions. Sometimes the past refuses to stay buried. The Bell Witch is proof that some nightmares never end. And in Adams, Tennessee, the shadows still whisper. Our final tale, The Black-Eyed Children, modern urban legend, but with disturbingly consistent eyewitness accounts. No rattling chains or ghosts, just a knock at the door or tap on a car window. You look out, two children, oddly dressed, eyes completely black. They ask to come in. Use your phone, need a ride, lost and cold. Their voices are calm, almost robotic, but their presence radiates dread. Witnesses report overwhelming terror, a primal sense of danger. It's not just fear. It's a gut feeling that letting them in would be a grave mistake. Many feel mental pressure, as if the children are trying to compel them to comply. The children rarely force entry, they rely on unnerving persuasion. If refused, they become more insistent, but never violent. Then they vanish. The phenomenon gained traction in the late 1990s with Brian Bethel's chilling account in Texas. Since then, similar stories have surfaced worldwide. Skeptics blame misidentification, internet-fueled suggestion, or rare medical conditions. Others see echoes of ancient folklore, entities taking childlike forms to deceive. The consistency is what unsettles. Black eyes, polite requests, overwhelming dread. No one who's let them in has ever come forward, adding to the mystery. The encounters leave a lingering sense of wrongness, as if something ancient and malevolent brushed past. The eyes, empty, soulless voids, are always the focal point. These stories twist our instinct to help children into a source of terror. What do you do when the thing asking for help is what you fear most? Whether real or a modern myth, black-eyed children are a uniquely chilling concept. They knock at the door of our reality, waiting to be let in. The question that lingers, what happens if you say yes? The black-eyed children legend endures because it preys on our deepest fears. Sometimes the scariest things are the ones that look almost human. And sometimes it's best not to answer the knock. 3 stories, 3 glimpses into the unknown where reality blurs and fear takes hold. From Enfield's chaos to the Bell Witch's torment to the silent dread of black-eyed children, these tales remind us the world is stranger than we think. They tap into our fear of the unknown, challenging what we believe is possible. So what do you think? Paranormal events, hoaxes, or something in between? Share your theories in the comments. If you enjoyed these chilling tales, subscribe for more. Until next time, try not to think too much about what might be knocking.